Analog Wave. This is Drowning featuring Sophia Vondel.
In my dreams, I see things that shine from doesn't shine in the stories.
Hopeless with feelings, I can't help believing it's useless. It seems like we're screaming, but it's just deceiving the truth. We know that I'm only human. I'm done trying to prove this is easy. You bleed out excuses, you can't hold the truth in for long. You'll find that I'm drowning inside, it's confusing. I can't squeeze a lie from a truth. Just moving inside this illusion. I'm waiting for someone to change. How can you stand there with bribes open-handed? It's foolish. You preach to the faithful, then turn every line into war. It's only human, we're done trying to prove this is easy. Governments fall as you vote into law every hate. You'll know that I'm drowning inside, it's confusing. I can't squeeze a lie from a truth. Hopeless with feelings, I can't help believing it's useless. It seems like we're screaming, but it's just deceiving the truth. We know that I'm drowning inside, it's confusing. I can't squeeze a lie from a truth. Just moving inside this illusion. Waiting for someone to change.
Right on. Analog Wave with Drowning featuring Sophia Vondel. Man, that's an awesome tune. And like I said, I've been waiting so long for a new one by them. And I'm so glad they sent it along. And especially with Sophia Vondel, who's one of her favorites as well, who's also crossed Taboo. And she's got a wonderful voice, and I just love the mixing those guys do. I mean, they both, Dylan and Andy, both have their talent, and they are 100% just like focused so good at it. And their last album was so good, and I was so excited for that album to come out and interview them as well for it. And man, they're from Ireland, but they do nothing but insanely creative and just sort of, man, whacked out in a good way, like work with this electro like kind of synth pop. It's just nuts.
Yeah, it's absolutely brilliant. It's one of those where it grabs you straight away. It's engaging, it's interesting, it's exciting, and it's one of those bits of music that takes you on a little bit of a journey, and you're just like, oh, I'm really feeling that. You don't want it to end, which is kind of cool. A little bit of kind of Radiohead vibe in there, which
Right.
I'm sure I've seen before. We've played some of their stuff, but yeah, there's such. The vocals are brilliant, and there's such depth in the music. I absolutely love it. I think that's brilliant. What a fantastic tune that is, mate.
Well, when we played Dead Cat Bouncy the other week, right?
Yeah, exactly.
And that was the first single of the full length album, and there was also Cashmere, and we can get to those summer songs for sure. So what we'll do is over the next little bit we'll bounce back and forth between Drowning and some of the old album, because man, you got to hear the rest of it because it's fantastic. Like I said, the dedication, the work they did is just absolutely incredible, and just it took about just a little over a year, but man, was it ever worth it when it came out. So. And so happy with the new stuff. And speaking of people that we're huge fans of, and as working new stuff right now, and just an amazing musician and just a generally great person who's also working on an instrumental or music promo for the show for tonight, NMS, and it's our good friend Harry, who is ill-advised, and he'll be back on the show very, very soon. So this is his newest single. This one's called Starless, Ill-Advised. Dig this.
Save me from the ghosts, the ones that call me home. And called you again that night, pretending I was alright. But I'm lying on the floor, waiting for the stars to fall. Oh, please behave, she said, but I'm not saving. Oh, I'm starless when you go past in the window pane. Along with my mistakes, I'm hopeless, but you know the pain doesn't show. Wait, I think I've lost my way. Passing through the heights, I still hate you, but it's alright, 'cause I'm lost forevermore in another sad song I wrote. Your simple lies dressed up as cliche lies. You left me alone with nowhere to go. Please don't leave me here alone. Oh, I'm starless when you go past in the window pane. Along with my mistakes, I'm hopeless, but you know the pain doesn't show. Wait, I think I've lost my way. We're only dust from dying stars lost to the dark. Ooh, I'm holding on to old ghosts that keep me from moving on. Oh, I'm starless when you go past in the window pane. Along with my mistakes, I'm hopeless, but you know the pain doesn't show. Wait, I think I've lost my way. I'm starless when you go lost in the window pane. In love with my mistakes, I'm hopeless, but you know the pain just doesn't show. Wait, I think I've lost my way. I think I've lost my way.
Right on, Starless by Ill-Advised, and we had the world premiere of that last week, and just before that, the world premiere of the new Analog Wave song. So man, we're doing really well, and we do appreciate the bands and artists giving us that opportunity to do so. I mean, that means a lot to us, more than you ever know. It's premiering a song that's been played before. That's awesome, and always such an honor to do so. But great tune. You know, I wouldn't expect anything less from Harry at all. And know what? Ironically enough, not too long ago, you know how on Facebook says, on this day, how many years ago, and it has all these memories. And one was when Harry's doing the pledge for Masochist.
Oh, right, cool.
So I was like, oh, cool, right on. So yeah, great tune though, and I always love Harry's vocals. That guy's got a lot of range, man, and so many different facets to him, which is awesome because of all the different influences he has, and the fact that he can kind of, for lack of better words, congeal all that stuff together, and all of a sudden you got this like a masterpiece, right? So awesome tune.
Well, that's it again, you know, talking about depth of music. I mean, that guy's really, really got that, hasn't he? It's just it's the little layers and stuff, and you're recording music that make all the difference. You know, I remember spending so much time once just putting on this like 2-note guitar part that was turned down really low in the mix on something I was recording years ago. But you just feel like it adds to it. And there's loads of stuff like that going on, where there's just these little bits and that add depth to the music. I love that. Him and Analog Wave really good for that sort of thing in terms of production. Don't get me wrong, I love the really raw, you know, make it sound like you've done it in one take in a studio stuff as well. But there's there's a bit of both, which he does that, the depth side of it really well.
Right. Well,
but yeah, it's brilliant. It's a great new tune. Excuse me. I absolutely love the breakdown in that. There's just this bit where it goes super quiet and then it comes crashing back in and builds you back up, and it just gives you goosebumps. I think it's awesome. It sounds so cool, man.
Well, for those of you who are hearing this for the first time, please check out stuff he's on pretty much all major medias, and as far as social media, as well as for purchasing his music. And his first album, Parkway Divides, to the new album Masochist, man, what a huge change. It was a big jump, but the jump was done in such a way that it made no difference at all, meaning the music was still just as cool, a lot different, but just blows you out of the water. Because, I mean, if you listen to both albums, they're two completely different albums, like literally completely different albums, like from one side of the spectrum to the other. I mean, Masochist was more industrial, whereas Parkway Divides was more like industrial alternative rock.
Yeah.
So, I mean, still really good, but just like complete two different polar opposites. But wow, I mean, he did wonders with that. So please check stuff out. And he's clearly working on new stuff. And again, I mean, we play always stuff we like on the show anyways. But speaking of bands we like, another one of our favorite bands we're playing tonight kind of fits in. And it's also a partial salute to, like we did before, our glorious and awesome women of rock. So this is Hands of Blue, the one of the dynamic duos, Gina and Ender. This one's called Linger. This is off their album Cosmic Lullaby. Dig this.